Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, again. Bottom of the second inning. One out for Baulkham Hills, runner on first. McCarthy batting. 2-1 on the batter. Throw to first, gets away. Chappell's on to second. On his way to third. Safe, he's in there easily. That'll be an error on the throw, probably. So, one out. Runner on third base. Baulkham Hills has a real chance here to take the lead. Here's the pitch. Another ball. Inside. 3-1 on the batter. Pitch was high. McCarthy on his way to first base. Runners on first and third. Real chance here for Baulkham Hills. Jake Dormer coming to the plate. His father's coaching at third. Former North Sydney and Baulkham Hills stalwart. Time called. Ryde coach out to talk to the pitcher. The two Dormers are having a father and son chat. Jake knows what to do now. See if McCarthy's going on the pitch. Here's the pitch. He's going. Fire to second. Throw just to the right field side of second. No tag. Runner safe. Runners on second and third. Pitch. Pitch was down. Well, still runners on second and third. McGraw into the stretch. Good pitch. It's a strike. Two balls, one strike. Change of pace, curve, caught the outside corner, 2-2. Jake waits. Into the stretch. Foul. Down the third base line. I'd apologize. As an umpire, I don't call fouls right away. You wait till the ball's dead or is touched or something. So out of habit, I take my time. Still 2-2. The pitch. That's down low. Jake holds the swing. Checks it. Beg your pardon, Jack Dormer. Don't tell him.
What'd you call him, Donnie?
I call him Jake.
Jake.
Jake, and his father's Jason.
Jason.
And he's Jack. Pop up, foul down the right field line. Out of play. Still 3-2, full count. Strike 3, curveball,
Strike 3.
change of pace.
Jake would have hit that, I think. Would have swung anyway.
Right? Did I disconcert him?
Brings the catcher Sammy's into the box.
Right.
How many outs we got here, Donnie?
There's 2.
2.
Just 2, yeah.
2 dead, 2 on.
Okay.
2 umpires out there.
Yeah. Gee, I should be using my indicator to keep track. Pitch is high. Neck high. For you listeners, this is OJT for me, on the job training. But it's something I've always wanted to do. So Jared and Andrew are humoring me by giving me the chance of a lifetime.
Kind words there, Don.
Yeah.
It was Baulkham Hills are looking very menacing here.
Pitch.
Yeah.
In the dirt.
In the
Gets
dirt.
away.
Chappell's coming. Don't get in his way. Oh, he's missed it.
Safe.
He's missed the tag. Chappell had a bird's eye view of, well, a pretty good view of that. And so did
Pretty good angle, yeah.
Yeah, what did you think? I thought he was safe easy.
Yeah, Jason got in the right position, third base line extended.
He got in my way, but from what I saw before, he got in my way.
Yeah.
We look at the replay here. Oh, brilliant umpiring.
Again, I look at everything from the umpire's point of view.
That's a 1-0 scoreline in front of Baulkham Hills, and we're in a real hitter's count here. It's 3 balls, no strikes.
And my apologies, I often get distracted by watching the umpires and not watching the ball game. So. But
Sammy's has taken this all the way. And
good pitch down the middle.
Pop up to right field.
On the right field line. Second baseman handles it with aplomb. Side retired. So at the end of 2. Score, as my little sister would say, is 0-0.
1-0.
Oh, beg your pardon. 1-0. Beg your pardon.
Baulkham Hills. inning back here at Baulkham Hills, and Matthews, the first baseman, steps up into the box. Taylor, the kid from Nebraska, still on the mound. And we have a 1-0 ball game in favour of Baulkham Hills. We do apologise for the interruptions in the coverage and the sometimes poor quality. Our executive officer, Stephen Dredge, has forgotten to pay a bill. And he's just on the phone now, and he's on. We're on prepaid. Well, Matthews takes a high fastball. He's a lump of a kid. This kid in the box. He's big, isn't he, Donnie?
Looks at yeah.
And this field will suit him. If he pulls one over to right field, it's out of here.
Yeah. Strike 2.
Works at Red Stitches occasionally, this kid.
Okay. Did he go to the University of Nebraska or?
No, the one in the box? Not sure.
Okay.
No, not sure.
You've heard the story about the Nebraska football team.
No, but
They have little N's on their helmets.
Right.
This is gridiron football, and they asked the football player what the N stood for.
Yep.
He said knowledge.
Very good.
I don't know if that's anything against the University of Nebraska, but it's more famous for its football team than academics, I think.
There you go. Helbar, the second baseman in the box. Luca Helbar.
Pitch inside.
What do you make of this, Donnie? The Ryde coach is out on the field. He's not in the dugout. What do you make of that?
Now there's no law that says he has to be in the box, but
No, in the dugout. Like, he can't be on the field, can he? Now he's out.
okay.
Calling time, is he?
No.
Oh, sorry. No, he's a third base coach. So he's
Third base coach.
Third base
Okay.
coach. So apologies. He was just not in the box there. I was just trying to work out what he was doing. He was, yeah.
Lucas swung and missed, and
Let go of the bat.
The bat landed near shortstop.
Hmm.
Obviously a strike.
Did he go?
Even I could have got that one right. Foul.
Taylor deals. Change up.
Oh.
That's fouled off.
Another foul.
Staying alive, I'm going to pick that this kid's an import. He's got no name on his back, so he's the jersey. I'll pick he's an import, Don.
Well, there are a number of imports in the league this year, or?
Not sure.
Okay.
Not sure. Would you give me a price on Ryde? I'd like to have a pineapple on them, Donnie. You frame a market for me? You allowed to do that?
I don't. Probably not. Oh, the third and second grade teams look pretty good.
Yeah, look, earlier in the day, Ryde got up in third grade and in second grade.
3-0 in third grade.
Yes.
Very good pitching. Of course, Baulkham Hills pitchers did well too. Ryde squeezed out a few runs, but very good game. Foul down the right field line.
Staying alive.
Yeah.
Certainly is a difficult out here.
Yeah. One out. Just outside. Change of pace. Breaking pitch. Strike three. Got him swinging. 2 out. Top of the third.
Brings a catcher up, Jackson Heap.
Pitch is down. Good pitch.
That's a nice pitch, Don.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Taylor deals.
Fouled off to the right.
There you go.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
We'd have to ask the chat room if we've got a result in that MLB game that's happening. They're into the 16th, 17th inning, Don. It was the Seattle against Houston. Tough game to be at. They stopped serving beer in the 7th inning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
They pay the umpires overtime in that instance.
we get paid pretty well, but not overtime.
So you
Strike 3, swinging.
Strike 3, side away.
Yeah.
welcome back to Baulkham Hills, and I think we've got over the buffering issues. A few issues there. Donny Bylighter thought he could pay the Telstra bill with bonus bets from his TAB account, and I think it's all sorted out now. And hopefully it's sorted out. The pixelation seems to have gone away there, Don, and it looks a little bit brighter, but not really high HD stuff.
And the sun is still out here in, Australia, so...
Might have something to do with us being banned in Panama. So we played some music one day, and we got copyright issues.
Well, that's a first for me anyway.
Being banned in Panama.
Being banned in Panama.
Been banned in a few places, but not Panama.
Okay.
The Novocastrian, Mitch Ellison, the centre fielder, in the box, batting in the 9-hole.
Yeah. Score is 1-0 in favour of Baulkham Hills, and we're in the bottom of the third.
Shout out to Monty, who might be listening in. Because Mitch had a gap year last year. And he's back in this canary yellow and maroon outfit. And if you are listening in, Donny, I thought we were going to do something about this canary yellow colour of the jerseys. Because it is, when the sun comes out, it's burning my retina.
Pitch is down, 1 ball. From bouncing ball, the second baseman. He's got it. Play it first. Runners out, 1 out in the bottom of the third.
That was Hellbar at second base. Did a good job of getting his body behind that one at grass infield here at Cole Sutton. And Diamond 1, the Brad Abel Diamond 1, has got a little bit of a tricky play on it around the middle infield.
Handled it well, though. Jacob Eunice, leadoff man at the bat.
Jacob's dad, John, is sitting alongside us here, enjoying some bacon and egg roll from the canteen.
Pitch is down, ball 1 on Jacob.
Just Jacob featured in an Instagram post not long ago from ABL Memes. Did you see that at all, Donny?
No, but he's been with the Blue Sox every year, hasn't he? From the beginning?
He has, certainly has.
Pitch is down, yeah.
If you're on Instagram and you follow ABL Memes, there's a funny little post. He thought there was a bit of humour in it.
Yeah, okay. The Blue Sox are playing this year.
We hope.
Yeah.
There's a
that's a strike.
They're slowly signing contracts. They hope they're reading the fine print.
You know, I gather they start playing in mid-November?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. There's really not that much to go on so far.
Well, their owner the current owner was here earlier today. Since
pitch was slow, called strike.
Oh, wow, that was high. Yeah, there, boo. Booze from Johnny Eunice alongside us. That was way high, Johnny. Yeah, 6 inches, 8 inches high. Yeah. It's all right. Let him get away with it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He likes 2 strikes on him, Johnny says.
In the dirt, ball 3.
Full count here, Don.
Yeah. Oh, Jacob looks like a real hitter. He's
former farmhand with the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, you just like to watch him.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
There you
Line drive into right center. Jacob makes the turn and holds it first.
Max Brennan takes the cut at second base.
Okay.
Brings MFB into the box. Matthew Frederick Bennett.
Yeah. When I first started in first grade, played umpiring. He was pitching one night. It was a close game in the late innings, and he had 2 strikes on the batter. The next pitch was right down the middle, and I called it a ball. Shane Summerford was catching. He wouldn't speak to me again for the entire evening.
Jeez.
But after the game, I apologized to Matty, and he was okay with it.
Oh, we got someone in the chat room here. We got Cash. He's on QF449 bound for Melbourne, and he's saying he's enjoying the stream.
Okay, 1 ball on Matty.
So there you go. The YouTube must be working again if Cashy's got it.
Oh.
There's a nice shot by
Cuts
MFB.
one to left field, base hit. Eunice is
Daniel
going to
Lee, they're
third.
going on his arm, and Jacob Eunice makes third on a very nasty bouncing ball on Daniel Lee in left field. He blocked it with his chest there, Don.
Yeah.
Missed the glove. And Jacob took off.
Jacob took advantage of it.
They're former teammates at the Blue Sox because
They are.
Daniel Lee has played for the Blue Sox out there
Right.
in left field.
Okay, very alert base running, and Matty Bennett got to second on the play.
There you go. For those Blue Sox buffs, we're going to go back to 2016, 2017. Daniel Lee was in the Blue Sox roster.
Right. And did you notice that the third base umpire, the plate umpire, got to third base for the call?
Didn't notice that, mate.
Okay. As I say, those are things I notice. I forgot all about the play.
Well, a two umpire crew, wouldn't that call be with the home plate umpire?
Yeah, and he's on.
He was down there, was he?
Yeah, he's on.
Was he
on the spot? Yeah.
Oh.
So you've got excellent umpiring this game. We do have excellent umpires in this league.
Matt O'Neill's out to have a chat. So MFB's gone on he's made it to second on the throw.
Yeah.
And we've got runners on second and third.
With one out.
Which one? You think so?
New pitcher for Ryde.
Pitching change.
Number 35.
I'll get to you, Donnie. I'll just have a look. Thank you. You've got to thank our sponsors, Schweppes, for the lemonades that they've brought here today. And
No, thanks. I'm fine.
you don't want a lemonade?
I'm
Oh,
fine.
good. What number? 35?
35.
35 is Kyle Cross.
Okay.
Big righty. Kyle Cross?
Didn't he used to bowl for the West Indies?
He did.
Colin Croft, yeah.
Colin Croft.
Yeah, what? 40 years ago. You can tell how long I've been in Australia. Didn't come over on the plane this morning.
All right, the second baseman, Chichi, is on deck. And looking quite serious about this. Yeah, of course, the midweek game was won by Baulkham Hills. Was played, a Baulkham Hills home game was played over at ELS Hall on Wednesday. Yesterday's 18s game was a 5-all draw, and I believe Tucken got out of jail there. He's down 5-2. Donnie Bylighter is already booking a table for dinner at the Bull and Bush to have a sit down with those coaches, but they got out of it, 5-all draw. And Beavers avoided the dinner at the Bull and Bush.
Okay, pitch in. Howard follows it off, 1 strike.
And as you said, Donnie, Ryde of 1/3 and seconds today.
Yeah. 1 strike.
Cross steals. Oh, ground ball.
Base hit.
There you
Through
go.
the third baseman.
Third baseman O'Connell got a nasty bounce here on Brad Abel Diamond 1. There's divots everywhere, and I don't think you could error him on that, could you, Donny?
Probably not.
He didn't get his body behind it, but
Yeah.
it was a
Tough chance.
regulation play, but it bounced very high. And
Eunice is in the score. It's 2-0.
2-0, and McCallum,
McCallum's up.
the first baseman,
Yeah.
older brother of Liam.
And his father's used to be a high school principal.
Really?
He was principal at Erskine Park.
Did you go there, did you, Don?
No, but
your kids went there?
no, but Erskine Park had a baseball team.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you'd seen the spray painting about his
No,
name and...
right.
No?
No. So he was principal. Here's the pitch.
Right.
Swing and a miss, strike one. And we had a deal. I would teach during the day. I was a casual teacher.
Right.
And then I'd umpire the baseball team after school.
Okay.
So he'd get 2 for the price of 1.
Okay.
He paid for the teaching, but he didn't pay for the umpiring. So worked out.
Spent a lot of money on acetone getting the spray paint of his name off various
really?
buildings out there.
That's strike 2. Yeah. So I tell James about it every time we meet. Remind him of it.
James, a bit of a journeyman with the colleges, went to, I think St. Leo's maybe in Florida, Taft in California,
Oh,
and another one. So he's had Tommy John.
he's had the American experience.
Yeah, he's been to maybe 3 colleges.
Okay. All right. Oh,
Ooh.
just out. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That looked good to me, Donny.
Okay. Well, from our angle, I'd agree with you. Base, runners on first and third. Still only 1 out.
That's a high fly ball
ball.
to right centre. Underneath it, it's the centre fielder.
Bennett tags. He'll score
Zub,
easily.
Yep.
3-0 Baulkham Hills. 2 out. Sacrifice fly by McCollum.
Brings the left fielder Nick Chappell into the box for Baulkham Hills. We've got runners on first base. And that is Chichi Howard. He's taking the signals from Jason Dormer, who's fading away to a shadow down there at third base.
Throw to first. Howard's back in time. Easily. Pitch is up.
Chatto was having none of that one.
Checks his swing. 1 ball. That's us. On the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chappell. The sun is still out in Australia. Looking good. Another fly ball to center field. The right fielder makes the catch. Side retired. The end of 3. Baulkham Hill.
Okay, back at the top of the order here for Ryde. Top of the fourth inning, and it's the chocolate man, Max Brennan. Former Blue Sox himself, Max. Played at second base for a while and bit of shortstop.
Pitches down. One ball to Max. On the outside corner, strike one.
Nice little change up there from Taylor.
One ball.
Mixing it up well, Don.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yep. Curveball missing low and inside.
In the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Max Brennan.
Shout out to Beaver from Glenhaven, who's got himself into the chat room asking for the score. Well, Beaver, 3-0 Baulkham Hills. Yeah.
3-1 on Brennan. Pitches way up.
Taylor losing his way a little bit there.
Ryde has a base runner.
That brings up the Parker Robinson, the Novocastrian. Talking about MLB, I think Parker's grandfather may have played. Oh, well, we'll put that to the chat room. We'll see if anyone can come in. And there's another loose pitch there from Taylor.
From the catcher. Brennan's on second.
It's, oh, sorry. Okay, that's an error we were saying. We were saying it's an error on the catcher, an E.
Probably a pass ball.
Pass ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Parker Robinson, I'll take a punt. I would say he might be 19. He couldn't be any older. Looks like a 23, 24-year-old, doesn't he? But I'd say he'd be 19. Maybe 20. Taylor misses low again.
2 balls.
In the chat room, we've got Adam from Adamstown saying he's 19 years old. Well, thank you for coming in with that information, Adam. And, of course, Parker doing a... Here we go. They've got him in a rundown. They've got Maxie Brennan in a rundown, and he's out. They've got the lead runner in a rundown. So it was a 5-4.
6.
Third baseman. No, it was the second baseman
6.
made the out.
It's a shortstop, 6, so it's a 6-5.
Correct, 6-5-4.
Something, yeah.
So Robinson reaches on a fielder's choice. Because the fielder's choice, Don, if they choose not to make the out at first.
Yeah, exactly.
And make an out somewhere else.
Yes.
Yes. But you've got to make the out somewhere else for it to be a fielder's choice.
Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be an out. It's just that you take the option of trying to get somebody else out.
And that's a fielder's choice,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah. Foul back. The official score thinks that the batter should have been out. But the fielder decided not to try for getting him out. They tried to get somebody else out. That's the fielder's choice.
Oh, you learn something. You learn something every day in this game.
Yeah.
Had no idea about that. There you go. You can explain the infield fly a bit later.
Well, I did a T-ball game yesterday.
And there was an
morning.
infield fly? No.
Well, that rule's not allowed, but the players didn't really know, and the one team had the bases loaded, and the batter hit a topped one out in front of the plate, and they yelled to the pitcher, run and step on the plate. So the pitcher ran in and stepped on the plate.
Yes.
But didn't bother to pick up the ball. So he did what he was told. But it's good fun anyway.
All right, the centre fielder's in the box here.
So I'm going to miss.
Ben Choi. I'm pretty sure he's been to college in America, but I, once again, will ask the chat room for the correct information. I could be given dodgy information here, Don.
2 strikes.
We wouldn't want that. Curveball. Maybe Splinters might get in the chat. Oh, no, Splinters. No, he was here earlier. He won't be getting in the chat room. Don from Redfern said, yes, he did go to college. Okay, thank you, Don from Redfern. High fly
right
ball.
field.
Dormer's getting to it. No, it's gone past the outstretched arm of Dormer to the fence. Dormer's coming in. And that is the stand-up Barney Rubble. And the runner from Parker Robinson advances to third. And Choi is on second. And that brings the left fielder, Daniel Lee, into the box. He got a hit on Wednesday night. He is a very accomplished player. We'll see what Dan Lee can do. One of the good guys in baseball, Dan. Do you know him at all, Don? Had much to do with him?
No.
The batter. No?
I'm afraid not. No, not really.
He's a current physio for the Blue Sox, and
Okay.
with their signings this year, he's going to be busier than a one-armed bricklayer in Beirut if he's their physio.
Right. Yeah, well. Foul back.
Dan Lee fouls one off.
Strike 1.
Some damage can be done here, Donnie, if he puts bat on ball. Ryde could peg back this 3-run lead of Baulkham Hills. Curveball, and gets rung up on the outside for 2 strikes. Dan went to college in Oklahoma. So he did go to college, went through the system, and I think he spent 7 years at university becoming a physiotherapist.
Okay.
And back here at Macquarie University.
Pitch us up.
Oh, runner's coming. Parker Robinson scores on a loose pitch, and they've called time. Ben Choi's not happy about them calling time to clean the plate. It's a quality at-bat here, well, good at-bat here from Dan.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And, of course, Wal from the Winstow, who was in the dugout with Baulkham Mills, one of the coaches, had a bit to do with. He's coached this guy in the box in the Australian schoolboys team many years ago. 8 or 9 years ago. Oh, fastball, foul tipped.
End of the just mid.
And
that's 3.
Strike 3.
Strike 3. Yeah. 2 out.
And this brings the right fielder, Harry Mahoney. Guy likes jumping out of aeroplanes, Don.
Okay. I umpired his brother yesterday afternoon.
Does he like jumping out of aeroplanes?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. Didn't ask him.
Fouled off.
Too busy calling his pitches. He pitched for Castle Hill in the Metro League.
And you were you'd umpire anywhere, Don.
Yeah, that's what Barry Holland said once.
Yes.
He was going to put a bed in the bis for me. I could sleep in the umpire's room.
There you go.
Pitch outside.
Very good pitching coach, Barry Holland.
Yeah. And he liked to tell the umpires how to umpire.
Of course he did. It's out foul down towards Jack Dormer in right field.
1-2. So I umpired a school game once, and he volunteered to umpire first base. In the first play, there was a play at first, and he went, safe, no, out. He changed his call.
Yeah.
So he discovered how difficult umpiring can be. First chance he had, he changed his call. So
curveball, and that's side away, and not much damage there. It's a 3-run scoreline in front of Baulkham Hills through 4 innings. We've still got another 5 innings to go, and
welcome back to Cole Sutton Ballpark here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Ryde against Baulkham Hills. First pitch of the inning is a strike. 1 strike. Batter. Score is 3-1 in favor of Baulkham Hills. McCarthy is batting, yeah. Okay. Bouncing ball to the third baseman. Close it. Fire to first. Out at first. 1 out for Baulkham Hills. Jack Dormer coming to bat.
sure it's not Jake.
All right, I've corrected myself.
It is Jack Dormer in the box here
Yes.
at Bradley Abel Diamond 1.
Yeah.
And this is still Kyle Cross going at it for Ryde.
Yeah.
Shows bunt and in the dirt for ball 1. Yeah, he's backing himself for a bit of speed there, Don, showing bunt with no one on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's a bit of a...
third baseman was a bit deeper.
Yep. If anyone can execute a bunt, it would be this fella. Certainly has it in his repertoire.
Strike. One on the batter. Well, when I first started umpiring, Barry took exception to some of my calls.
Barry Holland.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back on him. Yeah.
Especially on check swings.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But pitch in the dirt, ball 2. He coached the rep teams, and he needed an umpire. So he got my name. So
for the people in America, what's a rep team? It's a
representative teams.
Team.
Under
Good,
14s,
okay,
under 16s, under 18s. Yes.
Yep, okay.
And so
it's like an all-American team, but it's an
all-star
team.
Team. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
And
we do have a big coverage. A lot of people in America watch the stream.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. And he got my name. He said, "Do you want to umpire?" And I said, "Sure. It's good practice. Very good practice for a beginning umpire." And I did it for a couple of years, and more than that, 16s, 18s. I even did some of the Blue Sox practice games. And,
right.
So he had to treat me gingerly. And so after that, when he'd come out to argue, he wouldn't argue. He'd just say, "That was a terrible call." Turn around and go back. That's all he said. He had to be.
Because he was a scout with the Texas Rangers for some time.
Okay,
Don.
I didn't know that. I knew people like Steve Forbes out in Penrith were scouts. And,
Steve Forbes.
Yeah, he's
Dubbo's old man.
Adam Forbes.
Yeah,
and
Adam Forbes, Dubbo.
Okay, and Matty Forbes, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah. That's just.
What's the count, Don?
I don't know.
You don't know. The umpire doesn't know the count. That's good.
Yeah. I'm too busy.
Anyway, we've got Jack Dormer. He's working a count up here with no one on, 1 out. And he takes one low and he gets a walk. And that's a quality at bat there from Jake Dormer.
Okay. Sorry, I'm too busy prattling on. But catcher up to bat.
Sammy's the boy from Bunnings. Works at Bunnings Castle Hill. He'll give you a deal on if you want any cheap wood up there.
Good thing to know. Good thing to know. All right.
And on deck is the Novocastrian.
Right.
Mitch Ellison? Yes. All right, cross dealing here for Ryde. I'd still have a pineapple on Ryde if you gave me some odds there, Don.
Well, they never quit. They always come back.
What'd you have them, 2-1, 5-2?
Yeah, oh, well, 5 to...
Can we 3-1? You going to let me get on in the run?
We'll see.
Bonus bet if they run second. Cross deals, and that's up
ball
the
to
middle.
second baseman.
Double play here. Pretty to watch. Max Brennan, the chocolate man, and Luca there at second base, turning a double play.
After 4 innings, it's Baulkham Hills 3, Ryde 1.
we're back here, Dot, at Bradley Abel Diamond 1 on Baulkham Hills Road at Baulkham Hills. And you just mentioned that Steve Forbes was a scout. I've just had Matt from Moorebank in the chat room telling me, yeah, he was for the Savannah Bananas.
Okay. He told me the White Sox, but Savannah Bananas sounds more interesting.
The White Sox? Okay.
That's what he said, yes.
Tommy Stanzik on the mound for Baulkham Hills. So we've got a pitching change, and Tommy Stanzik is, he'd be 18.
Ball 1 on the batter. On ball the second base, third shortstop. He's got it. Nice play.
Over to McCallum at first. That was pretty to watch, Don.
All right.
Pretty to watch. And
that's what they come for.
Brings that was O'Connell out there with the ground out to Uni, and Matthews, the first baseman, is up now. Yeah. And Stanzik, Tommy Stanzik, looking very imposing on the mound. He looks like he's picked up an extra mile or two. Misses outside.
Yeah. Well, talking about that last play, that's why most umpires umpire, to watch good baseball.
Okay.
That's
ground ball to... Oh, Tommy Stanzik's covering first. And
another great play.
Chi Howard cuts it off before it gets out to the outfielder Dormer. Jake Dormer, that is.
Excellent play. Another major league play. This is good to watch. Powell.
This is the second baseman, Luca Harbour. Helber, sorry, apologies there to everyone from Ryde. I think it's Helber. I'm just trying to make out Matt O'Neill's writing on the lineup card.
Foul ball.
We'll call him Luca. He fouls it off for strike 2. And shout out to his parents who may be tuning in on YouTube on the information superhighway, the World Wide Web.
In the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Luca. Two out for Ryde. As he pitches. Another foul out of play. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Which one?
Balls down. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strike. Cashy on QF 455 has just landed in Melbourne. He's asking for a score update in the chat room. 3-1 in favour of Baulkham Hills. Cashy, glad you've landed safely.
Beautiful. Breaking pitch. Strike 3. After 4.5, Baulkham Hills 3, Ryde 1.
Welcome back to Bradley Abel Diamond 1 here at Sutton, and that ball's in the dirt. And Mitch Ellison from Newcastle, a shout out to Bucket from Belmont who's listening in, and Mitch Ellison takes that one all the way. Another one in the dirt. This is still cross pitching, is it, Donnie, or have they changed?
No,
It's a new pitcher.
Number 5.
Who's the pitcher? Anyone know? Number 5. Find out the pitcher for us. Just asked the EO. He's still trying to sort out the Telstra bill, so he's
Another
a bit
pitch
preoccupied.
down. 3 balls. That's a strike.
Bonacorso on the mound.
3 balls, 1 strike. Another one in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher.
Ellison walks. Brings the top of the order. Jacob Eunice up, the shortstop. The Blue Sox stalwart. And went to Maris Parramatta, did he, John? Maris Parramatta boy. Cross the King. Primary school. Oh, St. Pat's, Parramatta. Oh, no, very good.
Runner on first.
John in the chat room there. Oh, another one. There's a wild one in the dirt. He's looking at the mound. He's saying his foot went into a divot there.
Eunice is thinking about third. But
Matt O'Neill's out here. He's had enough of this nonsense. And we have a break in play here as Matt O'Neill comes out. Says, welcome to Australia. This is the way they build mounds here. Big hole there. And take a deep breath and we'll put a protest in after the game maybe. I don't know what he's saying, but Spurway's out there to have a chat. What do you think, Don? What, if they're complaining about the field as an umpire, what would you do here?
Nothing much you can do. Is he complaining about the high mound, or certainly wouldn't be?
They're looking at the divot where the foot lands. They wanted some work done on it.
Okay, well, that's part of the...
Okay. We were saying how...
might be more dangerous
another
to fill
one in the dirt that gets away. And ooh, look at the wheels on Ellison. He gets a sniff and he's on third.
So 2 balls. Yeah. Just might be more dangerous if you fill it in, if you slip around and slide. So.
Another one gets away and he's off and he's home. 4-1 in front of Baulkham Hills. And in the chat room we have Mandy from the Fiddler asking whether Chris Oxspringer's playing today. I've seen him here. So he is here, Mandy, but he's not into the game yet. So stay online. There, Mandy from the Fiddler.
Ball 4 to Eunice. He's on first. Still nobody out.
MFB up, the left-handed hitter. He'll only need one down the middle here and he'll put it onto the toll gates.
Short right field fence.
Yep. Ooh.
Strike. Good pitch.
That was a great pitch. Where'd that come from, Dawn?
Finally got one in there. Surprised Matty, too. Surprised the catcher. but the umpire was awake. That's another one in the dirt.
Back to his primary pitch.
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike to Matty.
Another one in the dirt. Down.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All right, Jacob Eunice is getting looked at. I think he's after second base in a minute here. Bennett takes that one low. And close, but not close enough, Don.
Just down.
Yeah, just down. Just
yeah.
down. Yeah,
Good call by the umpire.
He's calling a good game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he usually does. I mean.
Well, he does. That one's down, and Bennett's on board. Runners on first and second base. To that man who washes his lawn and is listening in, we have to call it first and second base, Don. We can't call it first and second.
First
It's got
and
to be called base. You got to call it base.
First and second base. So
That's it.
Try to remember that.
That's
Boy, I'm learning a lot today. This is a real education.
Kian Howard, the second baseman. Yeah. You could call him the limousine of the team. He does carry 8.
Again, I know he coaches the Penrith women.
Does he?
He used to play for Penrith.
Really?
But you're over my head with that one. Another one in the dirt. Eunice is off to third.
Eunice is off to third. He's not mucking around here.
Maddie stays on first. Maddie Bennett's on first. First and third. Now, come on, Steve. Umpires should move over to the other position. Now he's moving.
Oh, he moved. The umpire moved.
Yeah, so
okay. Oh, right. I wasn't. Should he be there or the other side?
He's in the correct place now.
Oh, that ball's ripped and it's gone
foul. Yes. We're commentating on the umpires today.
We got excited like Nature Strip yesterday.
Yeah.
He's hit the lead. It's going to be a margin job, and no, he got rolled.
Yeah. No, we're commentating on both baseball and the umpires today, I guess. Now he's right.
Oh, you got every bit of that, Chi-Chi. Oh, hang on. Well, the chat room's going off. Let's go, Chi-Chi. Curveball. Oh, that's going to be over. It's going high fly ball to right field. It's gone. Mahoney's gone over Mahoney's head. 40 Ito. Jacob Uta scores. Punch it out to a 5-1 lead, and we have MFB advancing to third base and Chichi on a stand-up double. The wind got under that. Mahoney looked like he had it there, Don, and it just sailed over his head.
Yeah, well, it is. As we've mentioned, it's a short right field.
A little bit
fence.
more timber, it would have been over the fence.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit higher. The wind would have taken it over. McCallum comes up swinging, and that's way over way over, and it is that's
off the wall again.
Off the wall again, defence, and it is a stand-up Barney Rubble, and MFB scores. Got a 6-1 blowout lead here to Baulkham Hills, and the Ryde bullpen getting very active, and not before time. They're going to, Chappell's in the box. He's going to tee off on the first pitch. I can see this happening. 6-1 in front of Baulkham Hills, in the way of Baulkham Hills. And
strike one to Chappell.
Chappell taken all the way.
Strike, still nobody out.
No outs, bottom of 5.
Yeah. 3 runs in so far. Another one in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Chappell.
Oh, that's late. Line drive to right field, and that'll score 2.
Right field.
Chappell's rounding 1, and he's got wheels to 2. And Chi-Chi Howard and McCallum come home, and we have an 8-1 lead in front of this crowd here, and the crowd's pretty good.
Baulkham Hills getting revenge for the earlier 2 games.
Eight 8-1.
Eight 8-1. 8-1. 5 5 runs already this inning.
Oh, Matt O'Neill's called time, and we're having a little chat. That pitcher's done. And he's going to a right-handed pitcher here. We'll look for the number, Don, and work out who it is.
Boy, there's a lot to this job. You really have to be alert.
What's that? Kento. Okay, the new pitcher, I am told, is Kento. Is that his first or last name?
That's his
His last name. How come the name across the back looks a lot longer than Kento?
No, that's his. Okay. That's his first name.
Kento.
Yeah.
First name.
Was it
Okay.
the Camaraizo, is it?
Yeah, we'll stick with Kento, Don.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
And he's Ryde have had the acid put on him here, Don.
Baulkham Hills is looking pretty good.
Well, an 8-1 lead to Baulkham Hills. I guess they'd be looking at the radar and praying for rain, eh? A washout. We already is the game over?
Yeah, it's an official game.
It's an official
We're
game.
into the bottom of the 5th.
Oh well.
That's
Yeah. Well, they can't rely on the rains coming.
yeah. Well, have I mentioned Bill Veck before? Told you about Bill Veck?
Who's Bill Veck?
He was the fellow. He was an owner of major league teams in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. He was the one who sent the midget up to bat in a Major League Baseball game. He's most famous for that. He's also the one who invented the exploding scoreboard in Chicago.
Sorry, you got a midget and an exploding
He
scoreboard.
sent, in 1951, he sent a midget up to bat. And the midget walked. And they banned midgets the next day from Major League Baseball. There's the first pitch by Kento.
McCarthy's hit by a pitch.
But
if that was a midget, it would have been over his head.
Well, that was there's a famous photo of it. The catcher is kneeling. He's on his knees.
Tell me more about this owner. What else has he done?
Okay. He's the one and only. He was the one who invented the exploding scoreboard in Comiskey Park in Chicago. When a White Sox hit a home run, the scoreboard would send up strobe lights and play the Hallelujah chorus and and shoot off thunder and lightning and all kinds of things.
So when did they decommission Comiskey? That would have been in the 90s?
Probably. He died in 1986.
86, but the park Comiskey, that was still around in the 90s. It's probably late 90s it would have been. Yeah, go on.
But I was mentioning the balls off the short right field fence here.
Yep.
Veck claimed when he owned the Cleveland Indians, he moved the fences in and out at night between series. So when the Yankees came to play, he moved the fence out because they had the big hitters.
Yeah. Okay.
But when the St. Louis Browns came to play, they didn't have many good hitters, so he moved the fences in so the Indians could hit home runs. That was his claim. Mm-hmm. He had a chicken wire fence there, and they had different holes, and they would move the fence in and out.
The fence, eh? It's a bit like when you go to buy a racehorse in New Zealand, they move the winning post so the times are quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a forklift that just picks the winning post up and puts it 50 metres.
Yeah, well, don't know whether to believe him or not, but he...
Dormer swinging. And Jacob Dormer's on an error.
And then we were talking about official games. And Veck owned the Milwaukee Brewers during the Second World War when they were a minor league team.
Right.
And this team was losing big one night. And it was the 4th inning. They were losing by a lot.
Yep.
So he took all the fuses out of the fuse box and turned off the lights. And the umpire, they couldn't play the game, so they had to replay the whole game.
This was the bloke with the midgets.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the commissioner phoned him. Commissioner of baseball, all of baseball, Major League Baseball, everything, phoned him and said, "What happened in Milwaukee that night?"
Yeah. And
Veck said it was an act of God.
Okay. Yep.
And the commissioner said there will be no more acts of God in Milwaukee this season.
Yeah.
So he never tried it again, apparently.
What year did he pass away, that fella?
1986.
When did the midget throwing in at the Gold Coast nightclubs? When was that?
I don't know, but yeah. But he...
All right. What's the scoreline is? Bases loaded. No outs? 8-1. Missing a good game here, Don.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tell me that when I'm umpiring.
Very entertaining. I've learned a lot about...
Well, baseball is a fascinating subject. I'm an historian, and the history of baseball is as good as any.
Oh, Sammy's
Long
laces
fly.
one. And that's out centre fielder.
Makes the catch.
Troy's got it. Everyone's tagged up except the first baseman. And Chappell comes home. McCarthy to third. And Dormer stays on first base. And that punches the lead out to 9-1. Well, this is no fun, Don.
No, it's action. Umpires like action-packed games.
Tell you what, the right fielder and centre fielder from Ryde are getting a bit of a workout in this inning.
They've been busy.
They've been busy.
Competent and busy.
Mitch Ellison up, the 9-hole hitter. And he fouls one off.
Strike.
And it's over there right near Chris Oxspring. So Mandy from the Fiddler, be pleased to know that Chris is warming up. Hit and run. Oh, it's gone foul. Oh, wow.
Strike two.
I thought that big puff of dust was the white chalk of the line. Not the case.
I actually participated in one of Vec's. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
One of Vec's productions. He had caddy night, golf caddy night. Caddies got in free. So I went and it backfired.
You went as a golf caddy.
Yeah, and it backfired because the caddy started throwing golf balls onto the field.
Stan the caddy.
Yeah.
No? Well, the executive officer's here. He wishes to inform everyone as Ellison laces that straight down the throat of the right fielder Mahoney.
Another run will score.
Another run will tag up and punches it out to a 10-1 lead. The EO informs us he's paid the Telstra bill and that we're back, the buffering is no longer happening.
So you go for 9 innings.
We can go for 9 innings. There'll be a mercy before then.
Maybe 7, but 10-1, favor of Baulkham Hills. 2 out, the bottom of the 5th inning.
Jacob Eunice up, 40 Ito, my friend.
Nice pitch, strike one on Eunice.
Right, so what was that bloke's name again?
Bill Veck.
Bill Veck. I'll have to Google him when I get home.
Yeah, autobiography, Veck is in Wreck.
You buy the book, can you?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas in 1963. But my son gave it to me again recently for Father's Day, so I've reread it.
Right.
It's spelled V-E-E-C-K.
Okay, Bill Veck.
Veck, yeah.
Yeah, all right. One's fouled off by Jacob, and he stays alive.
His father was general manager of the Cubs in the 30s. So.
Okay.
But
he likes having 2 strikes on him.
yeah, I think it's 2.
Johnny in the chat
2
room's
strikes.
just come in. 2 strikes on Jacob. Here's the time to hit. A foul tip and caught. That's side away. They've got out of it, Ryde, but not before a fair bit of damage is done. 10-1 in favour of Baulkham Hills.
7. Back to the baseball here at Call Sutton, top of the 6th. Ryde against Baulkham Hills. Baulkham Hills is in command. First pitch, strike 1. 10 Baulkham Hills, 1 to Ryde, 10-1. Baulkham Hills scored 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th to blow it open. Pitch is up and out. 1-1. Nice stop of the shortstop to play at first. What a play. Shortstop
Jacob Eunice.
diving to his left. Gloved that ball behind second. Rifled it to first.
That was a good play there, Don.
It was.
That's why the umpires come here.
Runner out by a couple of feet.
They'll give their payback. They'll come here for free to watch that stuff.
I'd do it for. I wouldn't do as many games, but if I wasn't paid, but I'd still do it for free. That's.
This is the chocolate man, Max Brennan.
Pitch is up. One ball.
Here's your principal, mate.
Mm.
Tim McCallum's here.
McCallum.
Fouled off by Max Brennan.
Yeah.
Tommy Stanzik going about his work here. Tommy Dools, nasty pitch. And strike 2 on Brennan.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, got the end of the bat, and it's under the third baseman.
Throw by Eunice.
He's
He
safe.
beats it out.
Beats it out. And a great call there by the umpire, Donnie. It's a close play.
Not hard, not hard. Nah, he was obviously safe, but He got it right.
Rings the Novocastrian, or the Central Coast boy. One of the two. Parker Robinson up to bat. Tommy Deals inside.
1 ball. Do you know the W that the Cubs have? That they flash when they win the ball game?
Yes.
The W.
It's a win.
Vec invented that.
Ah.
He's behind that. He's
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
You know, I somehow I've seen that photo of that midget in the box.
Well,
it's famous.
It's in the chat room.
It's in the chat room.
Yeah.
Someone brought. There you go. That's where I've seen it 5 minutes ago in the chat room.
He's got this tiny little bat. His number was 1/8.
His number was 1/8.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. And of course, everybody in baseball complained. They thought this was sacrilege. And Vec said that John McGraw used to manage the Giants. Had this idea he was going to send a midget up. He had a mascot, and he said, someday I'm going to send a midget up. He never did, but Vec came back with this, said that McGraw approved it. It was okay. So,
Very good.
As I say, they banned it the next day.
So Robinson just gets jammed up there by Tommy Stanzik, and a little bit of a smile on Tommy's face. He knew what he was doing. Two and two. Counts even at 2. Yeah. Curveball in the dirt. Runners going to 3 and 3rd. Sorry to the man who washes his lawn. Yeah, Matt O'Neill had a decimal point in front of his numbers on Wednesday night.
Well, they seem to use number 0 a lot these days.
I wouldn't know. Yeah. Robinson's down on strikes.
Well, as a National Football League player, Johnny Oshesky, he was the first one to wear 0 for 0.
Okay.
And then there was another one, Jim Otto, OTTO, so his number was 0-0. Played for the Oakland Raiders. So. Pitch is high. 1 ball. 2 out. Breaking pitch in, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on 3rd, 2 out. Just in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fly ball out, right field, pretty deep. It's gone. That one's out of here. Short right field fence. Makes the score 10-2 in favor of Baulkham Hills. Punter on, beg your pardon. Got it wrong again. 10-3, runner on base. I'm learning the hard way, this. Pitch just outside. Ball. One's up. 2 balls. So gonna miss. Strike two. Strike one. Beg your pardon again. You don't run. So fly ball to left field. Drops in. Texas Leaguer. Drops in. Between Eunice and Chapel. Base hit for O'Connell. This Harry Mahoney at bat. The base hit was by Lee, by the way. Yeah. Swing and a miss by Mahoney. Strike one. The pitch just down. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mahoney. Lee takes his lead off first. Still a beautiful afternoon at the old ballpark. Powell back. 1 and 2 on Mahoney. The weather gods have given us a break. Pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Over to second. For the force, retires the side. After 6. Baulkham Hills 10, Ryde 3.
Welcome back to Cole Sutton Reserve. MFB in the box here, and 10-3 scoreline.
Base hit to right field by Bennett. Makes the turn at first.
Well, Mahoney has a go at him at first, but Bennett's too quick for him.
Keon Howard at bat now. Second baseman. Swing and a miss.
Big swing and a miss.
Good curve. Went fishing on that one. One strike. Strike 2. Just below the letters. 2 strikes on Howard. dirt. Good stop by the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Out of play, foul ball.
Howard stays alive.
Still 1-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Baulkham Hills 10, Ryde 3. Base hit by Howard to center field. Bennett will hold at second. Howard makes a turn at first. Stroked nicely. James McCollum up, third baseman. First baseman. Pitch is up, 1 ball to McCollum. Nobody out still. Runners on first and second. Chance for another good size inning by Baulkham Hills.
Yeah, danger signs here for Ryde. I think the danger signs have come a while ago, Don, but it's looking like 2021 all
There's
over again for them.
Drive down the right field line.
There's extras
off
there.
The wall. Comes Bennett in to score.
Jimmy turns.
Here comes Howard.
There's a stand-up Barney for McCallum.
Makes the score 12-3, favor of Baulkham Hills.
Chat room's going off. Of course, if you're trying to get in the chat room, just remember the purple button on your remote. Chappell's looking very loaded in the box. Takes a high pitch for a ball. It's going to be a long day here for the Ryde pitchers.
Looks as if.
Curveball and Chappell's swing and a miss.
Still, where would you rather be? Chicago announcer Jack Brickhouse used to say that. Where would you rather be?
Well, the president of Baulkham Hills would rather be fishing, obviously. Okay. He's still fishing. Beaver Tunkin would rather be at home, apparently, allegedly, or at the gym, one of the two. Craig Cuthbert, well, he'd rather be coaching some boys elsewhere, but that's okay. He's still at a baseball field.
Right. Well,
I couldn't think of anywhere else I'd rather be, Don.
one of life's supreme pleasures.
It is. It's very good.
Yeah. Ground ball is holds the runner at third. 2 out. Pinch hitter to bat.
Nixon. Is that the dad or the son? Miguel Nixon from the father-son team, which played earlier and got beat.
He looks pretty young to be a father.
Okay, it's the boy who played in left field in second grade, Miguel. And we've got Don in the chat for him from the Imperial Hotel in Bombala. Would that be the Don what we know? He's masquerading. I think it's Don from Redfern, actually, but he's saying he's at the Imperial Hotel in Bombala.
I thought he was fishing.
Well, so did I. So did everyone.
1 ball.
The
Foul
girl's
off.
swinging. This might be a debut in first grade for this kid. Not sure. Haven't seen him before.
This is the opportunity. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Certainly got some dirty pants. Looks like he's been doing some sliding earlier in the day, Don.
Right. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, a little bit on this Nixon kid. They're telling me he is related to Jackson Grounds, who was recently signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates, the kid from Queensland.
Okay.
A bit of trivia for you.
All right. Try to follow him.
They're saying Jackson Grounds' great-grandmother's a Nixon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Those of you who don't know,
Foul.
that's fouled off. Groundsy is, I want to say, an 18-year-old pitcher throwing 92
Okay.
miles an hour, and
All
he's
right.
recently signed with through Tony Harris, the regional scout for Pittsburgh.
Right. Okay. Well, prefer the Cubs, but
So he's elected not to go to college and sign pro at 18. And good luck to Jackson if you're listening in. He was a junior here at Winston Hills, Jackson
well,
Grounds.
you can always go back to college. Won't have the chance at baseball.
Yep. All right.
Called strike 3. Good pitch. The Andrews.
All right, changes everywhere. Is this Peter Bay on the hill? Peter Bay? I don't know. 17. Who's 17 for, as I said, this canary yellow
Oh,
colour?
1 ball, 1 strike.
It's burning my retina. I can barely read the numbers. It's Peter Bay, I think. Second base, we've got a change there. Little Padavan. Shortstop, that isn't Jacob Eunice. 40 Oito, he's gone.
Up the middle, base hit.
Clapson's
All right.
at shortstop by the look of it. Yeah, long-haired centre fielder. Well, yeah, they've lost me here. There's some wholesale changes here. Left fielder's still Chappell. Right fielder is... yeah, we'll get back to you shortly with these changes. If you're out there at the Imperial Hotel in Bombala, we do apologise.
Ball 1 is way up. Runner taking second. Got through everybody.
And we got a new bat. We got some changes on the right side too. Haven't seen this bloke before. I want to say that's Harry Wilton in centre field, but I think he went home. Might be Jet
That one's
Watson.
in the dirt. 2 balls.
Socks. No, it's Ellison still. I don't know, Donnie. Can you make out the centre fielder from here?
I can make out the center fielder, but no,
Has he got long or short hair?
none of the particulars. Pitch is outside, 3 balls. I can tell he's from Baulkham Hills.
Well, there you go.
I should admit that as an umpire.
So, Don, you're going to be a hard act to follow in the next game we commentate when we can't talk about that midget in Major League. I'm wondering what you're going to bring to the table for the next game you're commentating.
Yeah. More about Bill Veck.
Bill Veck.
Yeah, he's famous for his promotions.
Okay.
He had straight A student night, and I've mentioned the caddy night.
And they were throwing the golf balls onto
the field. Yeah, that backfired on him. And things like he'd had fan appreciation night, and he would give one fan 18 step ladders. I mean, he said that a lot more fun giving one fan 18 step ladders than giving 18 fans 1 step ladder.
Okay.
I mean, stuff like this. Or he gave another fan a wheelbarrow full of silver dollars. The fan tried to take it off the field and he couldn't lift it. Things like this. I mean, just...
We're pretty close with the changes here.
Yeah.
We still got Ellison out there in centre field. Nixon's gone in for Jack Dormer. And Padavan's gone in and Clapson have gone into the infield. And Peter Bay has managed to get runners on first and second base with no outs. This is the second baseman swinging.
Of course, Veck was the first to set off fireworks in stadiums.
Yeah.
And he was the first to put names on players' backs.
Okay.
Did that with the White Sox in the early 60s. So he had ideas.
Oh, Bay's curveball. Oh, they're going to get one out here. Sammy's, no, he's safe. Close. Looks like Ryde making some changes. A couple of players are coming out of the dugout. Yeah. Heading to the Eskies. Nothing like the crack of that green can after you've played a game, Don. The smell of pine tar. Peter Bay deals. It's line to Panavan. Oh. Bradley Abel, diamond 1 and caused carnage again with a bad bounce.
Ryde is making its move here.
So they're under double wraps. What? One out, one back, Donny? Under double wraps or 3 deep with cover?
Well, they're down. They've got another run. The runners on second and third, down by 8.
12-4.
Yeah.
They're going like all of Don from Bombala's tips
Okay.
went yesterday.
It's a strike. Yeah. Lots of hitting, lots of action. Good game.
Catch
Fly ball
a
to
heap.
right field.
Laces one out to McGill,
in.
and it's dropped in. It's gone
Oh.
fair. 1, 2, 3 runs are going to score. And that's a stand-up Barney. And they're getting into Peter Bay here. 12-7.
12-7, still nobody out.
No outs, 12-7. And the Chocolate Man, Max Brennan, are at the top of the order. This is panic stations here. What would you do, Don?
Me?
Hemmer's like a cat. You throw him in the air, he'll always land on his feet.
Yeah.
Unless it's a grand final.
Might strike him out.
Yeah, strike him out.
It's,
And
Brennan is hit.
Brennan's hit. He's not happy. It's almost on here. Parker Robinson's come out of the game for Nay.
So you've got the tying run in the hole.
Tying run in the hole.
Tying run in the hole.
1, 2, 3.
8,
Tying one
9,
runs in the dugout.
10, 11.
I think
12.
he's in the dugout.
The tying run in the hole, yeah.
In the hole. Dugout's the hole. Okay.
Yeah. Batter on deck and in the hole.
You got Nay up to bat here. Peter Bay, former teammates here. And it's like Dormer's warm. No, it's Oxspring's warming up. What's that, mate? Oh, strike one on Nay. Padavan. E4 by Padavan. And we got ducks on the ponds here with no outs. All right, in the chat room, Peter Bay is pitching. Don from Redfern's in the chat room. He can't make out who's pitching. It is Peter Bay. He's no longer pitching as the German has gone out and taking him out of the game.
That's almost interference, but the runner did. All the runner did was run. He didn't hesitate or anything like that. So, I guess it's the umpire was
no outs in the top of the 7th. Bases loaded. 12-6. We got some dangerous hitters up here for Ryde, Don. What price you give me Ryde? I want to have a pineapple on them. Give me 3-1 still.
Okay, yeah.
Or you give me 5-1.
Oh, it's Baulkham Mills' turn to Oxspring.
Oh, Oxspring.
He's a reputable pitcher. Pitched in the United States.
Pitched for the San Diego Padres in Major League.
Yeah.
Don?
Yeah.
And it's also done some pitching in Korea. He's a great clubman, great fella to have around the club.
Coached the Blue Sox?
He does. The pitching, yes.
Pitching coach?
Yeah, pitching coach.
Yeah. Good ambassador for the Blue Sox, because very often he sort of walks around the stadium, talks to people. So
Matt O'Neill asking the score, number 0.37 is his number. Here we go. All right.
Oxford's first pitch is a strike.
Oxspring looks like he means business, and he's on. He's lost a few kilos. Chris Oxspring. Strike 2. This is the centre fielder in the box. Ben Choi on deck. Daniel Lee. Now, not an infield fly, apparently. It was beyond the infield.
Well, it depends. An outfielder can catch an infield fly.
Oh, there you go. You learn something every day.
At this level, they're good enough to drop the ball and turn a double play.
That would have been an infield fly in MLB, mate, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Probably could have been called. Yeah.
Anyway, one dead. Daniel Lee, good mates here in facing off. Daniel Lee and Chris Oxspring, very good mates.
Strike
and
one.
Ox gets one by him, and
pitches up. One ball, one strike on Lee. Base is still loaded. One out.
did well to hang off that one, and Lee could do some real damage here for Ryde. And Oxspring deals. Lee swings. Oh, I think that was a knuckle. Might have been a knuckle, might have been a curve. Because Chris is renowned for his knuckle. What was that, Johnny? Knuckle, curve, knuckle, knuckle, knuckle. Consensus here in the reserve stand is it was a knuckle. Two strikes on Lee. Ox. This won't be a strike.
How about third baseman?
Third baseman. And Lee reaches on a fielder's choice, but he's gets an RBI there. And Ryde just not going away. That's the first out of the inning.
It's 2 out.
2 out. Second out
out
of the inning, of course.
Run scores.
Run scores.
Runners out first and second. 2 out.
And McCarthy did well there. That's this Bradley Abel Diamond 1. The bounce of the ball on it just came up and nearly hit him in the chin.
Stayed with it.
Stayed with it.
Got the out of third. Oxspring's first pitch. Strike one. To Mahoney.
Mahoney, the guy who likes jumping out of planes.
Okay. If you say so.
Swing and a miss by Mahoney.
Foul.
Nice curve there by Oxspring. And I'd have to say he's lost, I think, 10 to 15 kilos.
Okay.
He
does look a bit slimmer.
He's on the. I think he's on the. What's McDougall's thing? The shake. What's that? What's the shake?
That's a strike. Right down
Strike
the middle.
3, he's out.
So Ryde is out in the top of the seventh. Baulkham Hill still ahead, 12-7, coming to bat.
Well, here we are. Sammy's in the box.
Fly ball to center field. Straight forward. One gone.
Brings Ellison up.
In the bottom of the 7th, Baulkham Hills ahead 12-7.
They've let Ryde back into this game, Donny.
Yeah.
And it might...
First pitch is just in. One ball to Ellison.
Oh, hits him in the back end. Yes. Talking about points. He's .79 is his number, Don.
Yeah, not much chance on that one. Got out of the way. Pitchers often ask, the catchers say he didn't make any attempt to get out of the way. Well, there's not much you can do with a fastball like that.
All right, this is Luke Clapson in the box. He's come in for Jacob
First
Eunice.
pitch is up.
Goes
Down the middle.
and runners out. Ellison's out. They put the tag on him mid-air while he was diving to second. And great play there by Heap and the second baseman from Ryde.
One ball, one strike. Just in. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Clapson.
Clappo hits it and, oh, bit of a bobble, but that's side away here, and we'll be back with you shortly in the top of the 8th.
Welcome back to Call Sutton Field. Ryde batting in the top of the 8th, base hit. Runner on first. Baulkham Hills leading 12-7, but Ryde is clawing back.
Yes, they certainly are, Don. They're back markers.
Yeah. It was 12-3, back to 12-7.
I think they'd be sitting 6 or 7 deep with cover at the moment. At about the 600 at Randwick, just past the half mile. About the pool. A bit of track bias might play a bit of.
Chris Oxspring's pitching.
Ox sets and deals. Oh,
Foul.
Pitch.
Back. 1 strike.
Mermal fouls it off. Ox just checks in over on first base there. Of course, Ox is from Ipswich in Queensland.
Okay.
Born in Ipswich.
I didn't know that, but he certainly has a good move to first.
Certainly does.
The umpire has
Cooks
to
a
be
good
aware.
barbecue too, Don.
Okay, all right, yeah. Pitch just down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another pitch down. 2 balls and 1. Fly ball to center field.
Mermal flies it. Ellison's under it, and Ellison takes it.
Takes it.
And
Good catch. Runner back to first.
so news in the baseball world this week. We've had a few kids committing to colleges. We've had
These Australians? Or?
yeah,
Oh.
catcher Jason Howarth. You know Jason, who plays. I think he's the first grade catcher for Cronulla.
Okay.
Caught for Vikings last year.
I don't know, but
He's committed to a Div 1 college in Texas through Down Under Travellers. And Down Under also had another one commit a couple of days ago. Owen Glover, third baseman from MacArthur.
okay.
Wish them both good luck.
Yeah.
Of course, this season they'll be heading over next August. It's very hard finishing a HSC, Don. You finish in another month, and then there's nothing there. The US colleges don't kick off till next August. You can go early, of course, but then you're ineligible in your final year of college.
Usually start
Yeah.
middle of September.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Go to May or June.
Some kids go early, and just got to look at the big picture, get the right advice.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be in your 4th year of college without a scholarship.
Right. And of course, they are 4-year colleges over there.
Yeah, most of them. You can go to...
Well, junior colleges too, but...
Nathan Howarth. I got it wrong. Did I say Nathan Howarth? Apologies.
Okay.
Someone in the chat room correcting me there. Jason from Janelli just comes in and said it was Nathan Howarth, not Jason Howarth. Apologies, Chase. Good to see people are listening and getting in the chat room.
Very good, yep. Strike 3, 1 out. Or Ryde.
Of course, Nathan Howarth, I don't know if you've seen a lot of... He's been for me, we've always played against him.
Oh, okay.
Probably the standout best catcher in his age group in not only at state but through nationals for many years. Must have been injured when the World Cup was on a couple of months ago because we didn't see him in the roster.
Right.
But certainly he was well up to that.
2 strikes on the batter. Fouled on the third base line. Tills 2 strikes. 2 strikes. This is Heap, isn't it? Yeah.
And of course, Glover, I don't know if you know Owen Glover, he's played in the World Cup in his younger years, third baseman for he'd be the best third baseman in New South Wales.
Heard the name, I couldn't.
Yep.
Foul ball. Still 2 strikes on Heap.
Now, talking of World Cups, does anyone know what happened to the game that got called off between Australia and Cuba yesterday in rain? Maybe someone in the chat room can fill us in.
Yeah.
Been looking for social media posts from BA or wherever, but there's nothing seems to be up about it.
Yeah,
I know the game
Okay.
got called.
Up the middle, runner beats it out. Ryde has runners on first and second with 1 out.
Are they looking very menacing, Don?
At the moment, yes.
Oh, the chocolate man, Max Brennan. He got plonked last time he was in the box. Let's see what Ox does to him. Don't want to preempt anything, Don.
Yeah. Just down. Ball 1.
They're telling me the game's still rain delayed, thanks to the chat room.
Oh.
Australian Cuba.
Okay. It's just up. 2 balls on Max Brennan. Pitch down. 3 balls.
Oxspring being very careful here with the chocolate man. There's a strike down Broadway, and
The automatic.
he was taking it all the way. Runners on first and second base. I'd be swinging at that, Don.
Yeah, well.
Here we go. Gotta love the chat room. The Puerto Rico game today with Australia is also in a rain delay.
So bases loaded for Ryde. Tying run on deck.
Ducks on the pond.
Ducks on the pond.
Swing and a miss from Nay.
High. Nice pitch on the outside corner. 2 strikes.
2 strikes on Nay. Strike 3. Shut the gate. Horses bolted.
Back here at Cole Sutton, bottom of the 8th inning. Baulkham Hills batting, leading 12-7. And Maddie Bennett in the box, left-handed hitter. Strike one. The call.
Bottom of the 8th inning. This will be the last time Baulkham Hills bat, I would suggest.
Strike two. 2 strikes on Maddie. That's probably on the outside corner.
Yeah, so chat room's on fire. It's taken a while, but they're getting in there. Matt from Moorebank would like to know when does the Blue Sox spring training begin?
I'd like to know. I lived nearby. I was going over the other night just to check, but something else happened. So. Another pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Maddie Bennett. Strike 3.
Oh, Maddie Bennett chases. He's down on strikes and brings Liam Padovan, the second baseman, into the box.
1 out, first out. Pitch is down. 1 ball on Padovan.
Ah, very good.
Pitch up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
There's some funny people in this chat room.
In the corner, strike 2. 1 ball, strike 2. Fly ball down the right field line, foul.
Foul ball. Grahimi from the PI reckons Blue Sox spring training is whatever night Baulkham and Blacktown train on. What's he getting at there, Don?
Either all the players play for Baulkham Hills and Blacktown, or they're training on the wrong night.
We haven't seen Matt O'Neill inject himself into this game yet. Maybe he might be injecting himself into the batting lineup in the next inning, Don.
He's a very good hitter. Excellent hitter.
He's very hard to get out.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd be in the lineup with this short boundary.
That's a good point.
Padovan, ground ball to third base.
Nice pick up and stop throw. Got him.
Over to Matthews. No, it's not Matthews. He's out of the game. It's Mermal at first base.
Second out.
Brings the left-handed hitter James McCallum. He's due. He hasn't hit a home run since Gough was Prime Minister, so he's due, Don.
Was he alive when Gough was Prime Minister?
Probably not.
Oh, yes, he probably was.
I don't think so.
Gough only died in 2013.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, but he was Prime Minister in 75.
Yeah, I was in Australia when he was Prime Minister, believe it or not.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Gough was a resident up there at Whale Beach in his latter years.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, he's laced that one, and it's dropped under Mahoney. They're having a shot at first. No.
Safe.
Second time Mahoney's done that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just arrived in Australia just before November 11th, and I was at the university, and I was teaching there, and everybody marched in protest of the sacking.
Oh, okay.
So I marched too. I didn't know what for, but I was there.
You were there?
Yeah.
What university was that, Don?
University of New England.
Oh, okay.
Armidale.
Armidale.
Yeah.
Just gets cold up there, mate.
It snowed. snows there.
Like Nebraska.
Yeah, and a couple of years later, I was there for about 5 years. A couple of years later, I went to Siberia. Trans-Siberian took
It's warmer there.
Well, this is January.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
I went with a number of Australians, and they asked me where I lived, and I said Armadale, and they said, "Gosh, it snows up there. It's cold. How do you survive?" Oh well, we have central heating, and
Yep.
it warms up during the day. And we got to Irkutsk. It was a minus 40. That's minus 40. It's the same centigrade and Celsius.
Yeah.
My beard froze. Then we got to Moscow. It was a minus 18. And the guide said Moscow's having a cold snap. It's a minus 18. And all the Australians just laughed at that.
Chapel lines one to Max Brennan for the final out of the 8th inning.
So Armadale was too cold, but a minus 18 in Moscow was suddenly balmy after they'd been in Irkutsk.
Yeah, stay with us, folks. We're going to roll straight into this 9th inning because the umpire's in a bit of a hurry. He's got somewhere to be. And he's just checking if we got a result, if we finish this after half a dig. And Baulkham Hills, Chris Oxspring out there. No changes, but they've already made the changes a few innings ago.
So temperature's all relative.
Yes, so it is.
Minus 18 was no longer cold. But it's a beautiful climate up there. Best climate in the world.
Siberia?
No, Armadale.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My father came there in August, and he said it was the best August he'd ever spent. Because Chicago's very humid in August. And he was from northern Michigan, which is cooler, so he appreciated Armadale.
Well, I can see these Ryde boys, they're getting thirsty.
They had a baseball club up there, but I don't think it ever.
At Armadale?
I don't think it ever functioned.
Tamworth, they have the, obviously you know about Tamworth,
Okay, yeah.
the Masters. And
Right.
all right, here we go. Let's have a look who's up for Ryde. I've lost me notes. It looks like it's the centre fielder, Ben.
5-run cushion for Baulkham Hills.
Oxspring on the mound, safe as houses here. Swing and a miss from Ben. Sammy's having a little bit of a chat to him. Not sure where the games are next week, whether we'll be streaming. Well, no, Baulkham Hills are away, Chapman Gardens. There won't be a stream next week. We'll catch you in a fortnight. Digging that one out of the dirt. Breaking ball there from Ox.
1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a foul. Still 1 and 2 on the batter.
Yeah, there could be a little bit of grief here if he gets on. Oxspring deals. He's jammed him, it's fouled off, and Choice stays alive. Ox deals, swing and a miss, and there's first out of the ninth inning, and that brings Dan Lee up. And Oxspring got him out last time round. Blue Sox teammates here facing off. Former Blue Sox teammates. Dan Lee, I think he's Chris's physio.
One strike. Good.
He's
Pop
under
up.
that, and that's
Pop up in the infield.
pop up to second base. Padavan's under it, and Padavan makes the out there, and Dan Lee's retired. Brings Mahoney up, the parachute man.
Baulkham Hills 1 out away from a historic victory over Ryde.
All right. Baulkham Hills 1 out from a victory here.
Pitch up, ball 1.
Teammates in winner here. Oxspring and Mahoney.
Another ball up. 2 balls on Mahoney.
2 out. It's 2 out, 2 balls. That was a strike. We're well framed there by Sammy's. Good bit of framework there, Don.
Okay, yeah, it looked.
What do you think?
It might have been out, but again, we don't have the angle.
All right. Swing and a miss from Mahoney, and here's where Ox comes in.
1 strike away.
This is what he likes. He's a street fighter. About to wrap things up here from Baulkham Hills. The pitch. And that's in the infield. Someone's got to call it. Clapson's under it. Clapson lets it drop. And Mahoney's got to second.
At second.
This little bit of a breeze here. Playing havoc.
Well, I wouldn't have caught that, but he should have.
Good point. All right, Jesse.
Well, sort of drifting out.
All right. Prolonging the win, I think, Don.
Yeah. Still 1 out away. Powell back. Luckily, I moved my car.
Haven't heard from Beaver from Glenhaven for a while in the chat room. Wonder what he's up to, whether he's still working out at the gym or whether he's gone home.
1 ball, 1 strike. That ball was in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Good pitch.
Cottle swings and misses there. Ox steals, misses low. They tell me the catchers go down on one knee now, so to get the low pitches. They're saying that the umpires feel it's a bit higher. Is it? What's your take on that, Doc?
That's something I haven't noticed.
Okay. So, yeah, it could be true then.
Yeah, I mean, generally you're concentrating so much on the pitch.
Okay.
Don't really notice how the catcher's set up. It is full on concentration, I assure you.
Oxspring walks one, and Mermel, first baseman. Got a hit last time up. Well, he got on base. I don't know how he got on. I can't remember. Fox throws a strike.
Just below the letters. Breaking ball, strike 2. Two strikes, 2 out. Baulkham Hills ahead, 12-7. Three. The ball game. Baulkham Hills victors.
Got a result.